Have you ever wondered why some people can control a room, yet completely lose themselves when they can't control you? Long ago, the Stoics discovered a truth modern psychology now confirms. A narcissist fears one thing above all, losing control. And the most powerful thing you can ever do is show them they never had control in the first place. Not through anger, not through revenge, but through inner mastery. Today, you will discover 7 Stoic ways to make a narcissist powerless, not by fighting them, but by becoming someone they can never reach. Are you ready? Let's walk the Stoic path. Way 1. Starve them of attention. Have you ever noticed how some people come alive only when there is chaos? A narcissist feeds on reaction, both praise and conflict. They need you to respond so they can feel significant. I once worked with someone who created drama out of thin air. A small mistake became a crisis. A simple disagreement became betrayal. Every insult, every jab was bait. And for a long time, I fell for it. But the day I stopped reacting, the game ended. Silence is not weakness. It is a mirror that shows them their own emptiness. Marcus Aurelius said, "A lion does not lose sleep over the opinion of sheep." Ask yourself, what would happen if you stopped feeding them the attention they demand? Way 2. Set unbreakable boundaries. A narcissist hates limits because boundaries deny them control. They want access to your time, your emotions, your energy. I once had a colleague who pushed every line: late calls, last-minute demands, emotional manipulation disguised as teamwork. At first, I explained myself. I justified. I softened every refusal. That only empowered them. One day, I simply said, "No." No explanation. No apology. The discomfort was real for both of us, but it changed everything. Epictetus taught, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Boundaries are not walls. They are doors you choose to lock. When was the last time you closed one without apology? Way 3. Display stoic calmness. A narcissist thrives when you lose control. Your fear, your anger, your emotional reaction, that is their fuel. I once worked under a manager who loved confrontation. His voice was always loud, always forceful, always demanding dominance. One day I decided not to play along. He shouted. I stayed calm. He cursed. I spoke slowly and without emotion. And suddenly, he had nothing left. Calmness is not passiveness. It is the highest form of emotional intelligence. Seneca wrote, "A wise man is content with his lot." Ask yourself, what would happen if you met chaos with absolute stillness? Way 4. Refuse to explain yourself. A narcissist wants you defensive. They want you to explain yourself so they can twist your words and gain leverage. I once had a friend who questioned every decision I made. Why this? Why now? Why not their way? At first, I explained everything. It never helped. Then one day I stopped. I said, "This is my decision." And I left it there. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Stillness in your decisions is stronger than any explanation. What if you stop defending yourself and let your actions speak instead? Way 5. Silent success. Do you know what unsettles a narcissist more than anything? Success they cannot control. I once worked with someone who mocked every small win. Every achievement became a joke, as long as they could take credit for it. So I stopped announcing victories. I worked quietly. I improved silently. I built without broadcasting. And suddenly they grew restless because there was nothing left to attack. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy." Success is a language that doesn't need translation. What if you stopped proving and simply became someone they could never reach? Way 6. Practice empathy without engagement. You can understand someone without allowing them to control you. Empathy is not submission. It is awareness. I once had a coworker who lived for conflict. Every conversation was a battlefield. Instead of reacting, I observed. I studied their patterns. It taught me more about human nature than any psychology book. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." When you see a narcissist as a lesson, not a threat, their power fades. Ask yourself, can you observe without being pulled in? That is where true freedom begins. Way 7, walk away and never look back. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is leave. I knew someone trapped in a cycle of emotional manipulation. Hope kept them there. Fear kept them quiet. Love kept them suffering. But the moment they walked away, their peace returned. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." Leaving does not make you weak. It makes you free. What would your life look like if you closed that door forever? Conclusion: reclaim your power. These 7 Stoic principles are not about hurting the narcissist. They are about breaking the chains that keep you stuck. Stoicism teaches one truth. Real power comes from ruling yourself. When you stop feeding their chaos, when you stop explaining, when you rise in silence, you become someone they can't manipulate. Ask yourself right now, are you ready to reclaim your power and live untouchable? Your freedom begins the moment you say yes.